Hello, and welcome to YemmyCast, a video game podcast on Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, aka Apple Podcasts, and of course, YouTube, our home base of operations. What is up, everybody? I am Yemmy the Ferret, your host and lead orchestrator of this here podcast experience. So today I wanted to do a shorter podcast episode for something that's kind of rocking the boat a little bit in the world. Obviously, everyone knows about the Boycott Blizzard hashtag by now, and if you haven't, I'll go over a little bit about it. Essentially, Boycott Blizzard came around when, or during the Hearthstone championship over in Taiwan. They actually. A player from China won the competition, and after, in his winning speech, he shouted the protest slogan, "Liberate Hong Kong, Revolution of Our Times." If you don't know, Hong Kong is going through quite a bit of turmoil recently. The political scene is not good. People rising up against the police force and all that. They're just... I guess the main headlines are that they're just fed up with how the government's running right now, and they really want to change things around. Of course, the Chinese government doesn't like that, but I'm not going to get too far into it. I'm just here to give you the details, guys. So on Tuesday, Blizzard disqualified and banned the player Nigua Chung, I believe is how you pronounce his name. He's also known as Blitz Chung for his username. And he was in a worldwide tournament for the online card game Hearthstone, as I already said. So after he shouted that protest slogan, the people who were the commentators for the live stream and stuff like that, they hid their faces while he was talking, and they nervously laughed and stuff like that. And after the fact, Blizzard fired them, and it was just an outright fire. They fired both of them. It's like they were cleaning house a little bit. So also, the NBA was also put under scrutiny, and also South Park as well for different things. And really, it's all kind of boiled into this, Boycott Blizzard hashtag. And there's been reports of people uninstalling the game. I mean, there was one person who canceled his subscription, which earned him 112,000 or 11,200 upvotes on Reddit. And many other people saying that they were going to do the same. One person said online that it's hard to leave the game that has been a part of my life for thousands of years, hundreds of hours on esports. But I am from Hong Kong too. What they did broke my heart. Mark Kern, who is a video game designer who helped create World of Warcraft, joined in on the boycott on Wednesday. He canceled his subscription to the game and then tweeted this: "But enough is enough. I stand with Hong Kong, and I oppose Blizzard's obvious and laughably transparent fear of China. It's time for Blizzard to grow the spine it used to have and do what's right for gamers once again. Gamers, rise up." So a lot of people have been making memes, and I'm more serious things, of course, using the Blizzard logo and Blizzard characters. If you don't recall, Winnie the Pooh was banned from Hong Kong because people were comparing the president of China to Winnie the Pooh. And so they're trying to get these characters banned from China as well, so that they have to change the game over there. So during a second live stream incident on Wednesday at the Kalagit Hearthstone Championship, the game was being live streamed on Blizzard's Twitch channel, and the team up from the American University held up a sign to the camera that read "Free Hong Kong, Boycott Blizz." The camera quickly cut to another team. Video of the match can no longer be found on Blizzard's Twitch channel, and the video logs of every other championship match this week have been deleted as well. It's been viewed since then. It's been reposted on social media, of course. It's been viewed over 433,000 times, and of course it's received a lot of upvotes on Reddit as well. People have also pointed out that they seem to be getting banned from Blizzard web forums just by talking about the Boycott Blizzard situation and the situation in Hong Kong as well. On the Blizzard campus in California, where the company is based, there is a statue surrounded by the company's core values inscribed in metal plates on the ground. And on Wednesday, a former Blizzard employee named Kevin Hofstad tweeted a photo of the values plates covered by a piece of paper. Not everyone at Blizzard agrees with what happened, he wrote in a tweet. Both the Think Globally and Every Voice Matters values have been covered up by incensed employees this morning. So things kind of came to a boiling point. In a live stream, Blitzchung came out on Twitter, and he said, "I will not say I'm surprised that Blizzard's response is what I expected to happen. Today, losing on Hearthstone, I only lost 4 years," he added, "but if Hong Kong loses, it will be for life." And now Blizzard has actually come out with a statement. Also, I was going to say before that, there was a year-long suspension for Blitzchung, and now Blizzard has backpedaled and only gave him a 6-month suspension, and they also are going to give him his $3,000 reward money, and also the people who were the 2 people who were the commentators are also going to be receiving their jobs back, but they're going to be suspended for 6 months too, which still just doesn't make any sense to me. And now I'm going to read the entire post as well as I can that Blizzard put out. And a lot of people have been picking this apart, but you can form your own opinions. It was released October 12th, 2019, today, on Saturday. So let's see what the president, that's right, the president of Blizzard Entertainment, J. Allen Brack, has to say about the whole predicament. So he started off with saying, "Hello, Blizzard community. I want to take a few minutes to talk to all of you about the Hearthstone Grandmasters tournament this past weekend. On Monday, we made the decision to take action against a player named Blitzchung, and 2 shoutcasters after the player shared his views on what's happening in Hong Kong on our official broadcast channel. At Blizzard, our vision is to bring the world together through epic entertainment, and we have core values that apply here. Think globally, lead responsibly, and importantly, every voice matters, encouraging everybody to share their point of view. The actions that we took over the weekend are causing people to question if we are still committed to these values. We absolutely are, and I will explain. Our esports program are an expression of our vision and our values. Esports exists to create opportunities for players from around the world, from different cultures and from different backgrounds, to come together to compete and share their passion for gaming. It is extremely important to us to protect these channels and the purpose they serve, to bring the world together through epic entertainment, celebrate our players, and build diverse and inclusive communities. As to how these values apply in this case, first, our official esports tournament broadcast was used as a platform for a winner of this event to share their views with the world. We interview competitors who are at the top of their craft to share how they feel. We want to experience that moment with them. Hearing their excitement is a powerful way to bring us together. Over the weekend, Blitzchung used his segment to make a statement about the situation in Hong Kong. In violation of the rules he acknowledged and understood, and this is why we took action. Every voice matters, and we strongly encourage everyone in our community to share their viewpoints in as many places available to express themselves. However, the official broadcast needs to be about the tournament and to be a place where all are welcomed. In support of that, we want to keep the official channels focused on the game. Second, what is the role of the shoutcasters for the broadcasts? We hire shoutcasters to amplify the excitement of the game. They elevate the watchability and help the esports viewing experience stay focused on the tournament and our amazing players. Third, were our actions based on the content of the message? Part of thinking globally, leading responsibly, and every voice matters is recognizing that we have players and fans in almost every country in the world. Our goal is to help players connect in areas of commonality, like their passion for our games, and create a sense of shared community. The specific views expressed by Blitzchung were not a factor in the decision we made. I want to be clear. Our relationship with China had no influence on our decision. We have these rules to keep the focus of the game and on the tournament to benefit of a global audience, and that was the only consideration of the actions we took. If this had been the opposing viewpoint delivered in the same divisive and deliberate way, we would have felt and acted the same way. Okay, what could Blizzard have done better? And where do we go from here? Over the past few days, many players, casters, esports fans, and employees have expressed concerns about how we determine the penalties. We've had a chance to pause, to listen to our community, and to reflect on what we could have done better. In hindsight, our process wasn't adequate, and we reacted too quickly. We want to ensure that we maintain a safe and inclusive environment for all of our players, and that our rules and processes are clear. All of this is in the service of another important Blizzard value: play nice, play fair. In the tournament itself, Blitzchung played fair. We now believe he should receive his prizing. We understand that for some, this is not about the prize, and perhaps for others it is disrespectful to even discuss it. That is not our intention. But playing fair also includes appropriate pre- and post-match conduct, especially when a player accepts recognition for winning in a broadcast. When we think about the suspension, 6 months for Blitzchung is more appropriate, after which time he can compete in the Hearthstone's Pro Circuit again if he so chooses. There is a consequence for taking this conversation away from the purpose of the event and disrupting or derailing the broadcast. With regard to our casters, remember their purpose is to keep the event focused on the tournament. That didn't happen here, and we are setting their suspension to 6 months as well. Moving forward, we will continue to apply tournament rules to ensure our official broadcasts remain focused on the game and are not a platform for divisive social or political views. One of our goals at Blizzard is to make sure that every player everywhere in the world, regardless of political views, religious beliefs, race, gender, and any other consideration, always feels safe and welcome both competing in and playing our games. At Blizzard, we are always listening to finding ways to improve. It is part of our culture. Thank you for your patience with us as we continue to learn. Sincerely, J. Allen Brack, President of Blizzard Entertainment. So yeah, there's a lot to unpack in this statement. I'm gonna let you guys do that. I don't want to say anything stupid. I'm gonna keep my opinions to myself right now and let you guys kind of decide what you think would be the best course of action going forward. There's a lot of people who are already, like I said, picking apart this statement online. People who don't believe that it was the best response. There's still a lot of people who are boycotting Blizzard, and I've accidentally been boycotting them for years now. I haven't played a Blizzard game in quite a long time. But to be fair, all jokes aside, this is a pretty serious moment. Not just for gaming, but for the country of China. As more things happen over there, I mean, what more? What more could happen? How many more people are going to be silenced because of their political beliefs? I understand that this is a tournament for Hearthstone and they want to keep it focused on the game. But if it was really about the game, being focused on the game, then why are they suspending, and they actually fired and then now they suspended the shoutcasters? Why just because they put their head down while he said the slogan, are they going to be punished? It doesn't make any sense. So, if you guys want more information on this, there's, of course, articles everywhere regarding this, CNN, the Washington Post, etc., etc., and you can also see the full story stuff as well. So we'll see what happens in the future regarding this. Right now, I mean, it's not like a big backpedal sort of thing, but this response was just kind of like cookie cutter. Didn't really say anything really that interesting to me. I mean, they keep reiterating these core values and then completely contradicting themselves sentences later. It's kind of weird, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you're on Spotify, SoundCloud, or Apple Podcasts, make sure you come on over to YouTube and talk with me about it, because it's really interesting. It is interesting, and we'll see what happens. Like I said, in the future, it's going to be quite an interesting time for us all. All right, that's going to be it for this episode of YemmyCast on the weekend. Thank you so much for coming around. Like I said, the podcast is available on the same day on all platforms. So if you missed the episode on YouTube, it is there on the other platforms as well. No worries. If you guys want to, you can check out Wednesday's episode of the podcast. Those go up at 4:00 p.m. Eastern Time, and they're available the same day everywhere else as well. New podcast, Fubar Ferret, is available on Anchor.fm, and you can find all the links for that there. It's pretty well distributed by now, so if you want to, you can check it out wherever you want. It's just a kind of random podcast for random things. New episode came out today at 6 a.m., so if you want to, you can check that out as well. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode. I am Yemmy the Ferret, and this has been YemmyCast, a video game podcast.